Listeners, John Gray, Aventer Gray, what is the truth?
Here's the truth. The truth is I put my wife in harm's way. There was someone who I'd known for many, many years, all the way to my teenage years, who connected. We connected. We were helping her. She was going through some very difficult times.
So you were involved too?
That's what we do.
Wow, nobody ever said that.
Exactly.
Nobody says, because
but
we
nobody
haven't
even
talked.
asked us.
And nobody talked.
They did an interview with Anonymous, and that's what goes. That's what goes crazy.
Let me say this. So it started as help, but here's the truth.
Can we help my friend?
She's in a bind. She needs help. Somebody I've known 30 plus years.
Same on my side. I've got high school friends that ask us for money because they think we got it, but that we've been givers. And it doesn't matter if they're male or female, but we go to each other. We want to help this person. Can we help this person?
Okay.
But we don't have to broadcast it.
Hold on, Pooh. Let me get to it because I'm feeling it right now. You know, your million listeners hear me say it. What I'm saying to them and what I'm saying to you is what I'll say to God when I see him face to face. I don't play no games. And if I failed there, I'd say that too. Right. But here's the other part. My wife knows, and she's with me. And that's all that matters, that we're working through it with trusted counselors, the best counselors in the country. And we've been walking through it for over a year. Because the healing is not just about my marriage, it's about my manhood. Because I'm still hurting for a father that was never there. And I'm trying to figure out how to be a good husband and a good father. And how can you be, Frank, what you've never seen? So people are ready to vilify me, and they're like, you a preacher, you supposed to be there. Are you kidding? Just because I preach it to me and I don't get to receive the blood. I'm not just the pastor of my church, I'm a member. I don't preach above the people, I preach with the people. Because I need the same Jesus that they need. And so I've always extended grace. Frank, do you know how much I know about our friends who are pastors all over this great nation? And you'll never hear me say it. I cover. But this is my turn. And it went from help to there was a place in me that had never healed. See, the things in my marriage that surfaced, and by the way, this was over a year, almost a year and a half ago. This is very important because what you hear, you think it's now. It's not. My wife heard everything y'all heard. Voicemail, she heard. All that stuff she heard. This is stuff that's old.
I was there for the first voicemail, the one about meeting at the dance studio. We were here together.
Yeah, my wife knows all this. So what people think is brand new, none of that was new to her. She wasn't shocked. So the point is this. It went from helping to something in me that was empty, that was connecting to something that needed to be validated from years ago. So things that happened in my marriage predated my marriage. The brokenness in me happened when I was 4 years old, when I was abused on the front lawn of 806 East Mitchell. And so from then till now, I'm still trying to find myself, and I'm still trying to figure out who likes me for me. And so I'm thinking people from home know me. Long story short, the conversations became more.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back in. I got a few minutes before I have to head to work. I'm sitting in the parking lot at McDonald's. Anyways, so let's go ahead and get into these little hot topics we got today. John, and this video might be a mess. It's probably gonna be pieced all together. But girl, that's okay. So listen, John Gray. I'm trying to understand what this nigga and his wife is doing. Because at this point, I really just need them to just be quiet. Like, we get it. Nigga, you ain't shit. Your wife gonna stay, and that's fine. But stop trying to blame it on, at one point it was a 16-year-old boy. Then it was, it's the 4-year-old boy inside of me who had father issues. I'm not saying that when we're children, that things that we go through don't follow us into adulthood, because that would be a fucking lie, because it does. But with that being said, at some point in life, when do we start saying, you grown, you did this, stop blaming it on the fact that you was 4 years old and your daddy wasn't at your house? So you mean to tell me the reason why you had a whole nother bitch in the same hotel as your wife was because your daddy wasn't in your house? Because my daddy wasn't in my house either. And I ain't never did nothing as disrespectful as that. I done did some disrespectful, trifling shit. but I ain't never got married. I ain't never cheated on my wife. I ain't never had no another bitch inside of my goddamn the same hotel that my wife was in. I ain't never had voicemails leak. I ain't never had emails leak. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like what John Gray needs to understand, and what a lot of people need to understand, is that just because you want to do something doesn't mean that you're meant to do it. Like, John Gray on some real shit has no business being a pastor. Excuse me, the same way Donald Trump has no business being the president of the United States. John Gray, just like Funky Dineva said, would you go to a tutor who knows, would you go to a tutor and you know more than them? No. How can you be a leader of a church and lead thousands and millions of people who look up to you? How can you be a teacher and a leader and your situation is more fucked up than half of the people in your congregation, or half of the people that look up to you and follow you? You can't teach me a goddamn thing. You can teach me how to be a trifling ass nigga and cheat on my wife. But other than that, you can't teach me nothing. You know why? Because you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. John Gray has no business being a pastor. Kim Burrell don't have no business being a pastor. Donald Trump ain't got no business being a president. Like, we need to realize what we are supposed to be doing in life. Just because you want to do something don't mean you should be doing it. I just need for everybody, all of us, including myself. I know sometimes it's hard to accept accountability, but for the most part, like, we cannot go around here doing fucked up shit and blaming it on a 3-year-old boy inside of me. What? What? Are you fucking serious? Girl, bye. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Somebody gonna have to explain this to me. And the go-to line for everybody is, well, you know, we just human. He's only human. I'm so sick and tired of y'all saying that shit. Right. He can be human, but he don't need to be no pastor. That's what we can agree on. He can be human, but he don't need to be no pastor. How the fuck you gonna teach me about living my life and trying to teach me what the Bible say when your ass is doing the complete opposite? Girl, bye. Anyways, let me start driving to work. The Real Housewives of Atlanta, did y'all see it? I saw it. I saw the reunion. You know, I really didn't pay attention. I didn't really pay too much attention to the season. I actually listened to like Funky Dineva, his reviews of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and a couple of other bloggers. I listened to their reviews, so I knew what was going on based on their reviews, and plus I saw a few episodes, but I wasn't committed to the season. Hold up, this road is a little bumpy. So anyways, I thought everybody looked nice. Everybody looked nice. When I got a good look at everybody, let me try to add some pictures. Hopefully the pictures pop. Y'all see the pictures. When I looked at everybody, this is what I realized. Sitting down, Eva looked the best. Standing up, Cynthia looked the best. Cynthia and Candy looked the best standing up. Sitting down, Eva looked the best. And one thing I realized a long time ago, I was watching Fashion Police, and I think it was Joan said, I think it was Melissa was saying that her mother used to always say that, like, there's a difference between like an entrance dress. You know how like when people walk into like, you know, like some dresses are meant for photos. Some dresses are meant, you know, when you walk in, you get that, ooh, that dress is gorgeous, but when you look at it, it's a mess. Like, that's how I looked at Eva's dress. Like, like sitting down, Eva was bomb. But standing up, I was just like, When I first saw Eva's hair, I thought, oh, cute. And then when I realized she had that long swoop on the side, I was like, I like Eva's hair completely short. That's what I thought it was giving me when I first realized she cut it off. Nene, I like everybody looked nice. I thought that Shamari probably would have looked better if her dress was probably spaghetti strap, if she probably had a sharp bob, busted down the middle, if the dress wasn't so long, and she probably had on some cute accessories. I think Shamari could have been probably one of the best dressed. I didn't like how I could see that slip underneath her dress. I just feel like, bitch, if you're gonna go for a see-through, then bitch, it needs to be see-through. That's just how I look at it. I understand your nipples and shit can't be hanging out, but when I saw that piece of tan dress underneath her dress, I was like, no, I couldn't get with it. But yeah, I would have to give my best dress to Cynthia and Candy. And that's really, they dresses really was low-key plain. Girl, I was watching somebody video the other day. This girl named Erica, and she said that Candy, she said that Candy hair reminds her of, hey Mickey, hey Mickey, you're so fine, you blow my mind, hey Mickey. Hey Mickey. I was laughing because I actually like Candy hair. I thought it was cute. But anyways, Nene, somebody needs to, girl. All I'm gonna say is this: when Kenya used to try to get Nene together, when Kenya used to go toe to toe with Nene, y'all hoes hated Kenya so bad that nothing Kenya could do or say was right. Now it's taking y'all what? 5 seasons down the line to realize that, oh, Nene actually really is full of shit. Girl, we've been telling y'all that. You can like somebody and still hold them accountable. You know what I'm saying? You can say, Nene, girl, you full of shit, bitch. I like you, but girl, you full of shit. But for some of y'all, like one of my co-workers, she do not see nothing wrong with Nene, with the way that Nene is acting. I don't get it. Nene is a bitch. And I think what it is now, like I was trying to tell my coworker, I think these girls are really over Lanithia. Like, I think it was like, did y'all watch Married to Medicine? When, remember when Married to Medicine first came out, how they used to always call Mariah the Queen Bee. She's the nucleus, how you say it? I can't pronounce it, girl. You know, she holds this group together. She holds his group together. And then I think as soon as they found out that Mariah actually didn't have no fucking power, they basically was like, bitch, fuck you, Mariah. I think that's what's happening now. I think now they realize that, Nene, bitch, you ain't got no power, ho. Like, bitch, we been here just as long as you. Fuck you. We tired of kissing your ass. And I think that's where they at. I think that's where they at. I don't blame them. And I still can't get y'all to get me to understand why Nene is so hell-bent and so mad that Kenya came around. Like, you swore up and down that Candy and Cynthia was plotting and planning to bring some serial killer around, girl. Girl, Kenya had 8 months of baby gut inside of her. Do you hear me? What the fuck was Kenya gonna do to you? And we already know that out of everybody on the goddamn cast, Nene and Kenya ain't gonna fight, okay? So what was she gonna do to you, Nene? I don't get it, girl. The reunion was boring. I'm not gonna say it was boring. I watched the whole thing. It was uneventful. I'll say that much. But at the end of the day, like I was telling one of my coworkers, like, what did y'all really expect? Out of the whole season, like I really didn't hear anything popping off until the season finale when Kenya came around and Kenya paid Nene dust. I'll say this much. What I got from the reunion was what I was expecting. I'll say that. Oh, child. That Nene, that girl, that attitude, like, I don't see how anybody could deal with Anithia, because, like, the way she even disrespects her husband, like, and I hate when people do this, but I like, just on some real grown man shit, like, you're not going to talk to me like that, especially not on no motherfucking TV. Like, when she told Greg, no, we're not doing that, you stay over here, whatever she said to him, what? And then he stayed. I said, girl, you just grabbed his balls and just put them in your purse, huh? You just grabbed your balls and put them in your Celine. I said, that nigga ain't got no balls. Fuck that. Because Greg should have been like, baby, I'm going to go up here. We'll talk about this later. But I guess when you ain't got no job and your woman pay all the bills, I guess you can't have no balls. I don't know, child. Ooh. Child. What else? Oh, Elizabeth Hasselbeck. Listen. So I'm gonna put the link in the description box so y'all can go look at the link so y'all know what I'm talking about. So I touched on this a little bit yesterday. So Elizabeth, girl, have y'all heard about that book that this boy wrote? I watched the whole goddamn interview last night. He did an interview on Jenny McCarthy show. I'm gonna put that link too. He wrote a book about, I guess, like about the View. And I think he interviewed like Rosie. I think he interviewed Barbara, Jenny. He interviewed a lot of the ladies that have been on The View. And he was just talking about like the chaos and confusion that happened behind the scenes. And I actually want to read the book, because it sounds like it may be a good read, honestly. You know, anything that got to do with some mess. But what was I saying? Oh, Elizabeth Hasselbeck. What's her name? Hasselbeck? I forgot that bitch name. A clip surfaced of Elizabeth crying and hollering and screaming behind the scenes because she felt as though Barbara had disrespected her. Girl, I mean, just straight up white woman victimization. Like, girl, it was not that deep. It wasn't. And the part that really killed me the most was when, y'all see, bitch, I'm concentrating today. Because yesterday, bitch, I saw that Indian man. That nigga was fine as fuck. Bitch, that nigga took all my attention off all of y'all hoes. You hear me? I was like, girl, fuck them, girl. This man is right beside my car, okay? Girl, that thing was fine. He looked like he was probably in his early 40s. Jet black hair. He got on my nerve. You see, this is what I be talking about. This is exactly what I be talking about. This is exactly why I have 15 conversations going on at one time. What was I talking about before I saw it? See, that's why niggas, okay, go back. What was we talking about? Elizabeth. So Elizabeth, ADD like a motherfucker. Elizabeth, like, girl, you sitting there hollering and screaming and crying, girl, cutting up because you felt like Barbara disrespected you and she reprimanded you on camera. And now, girl, the funny thing about the whole situation is, after all that hollering and screaming, girl, I just saw a nigga riding a bicycle down the street. I'm not even gonna lie, that's why I got quiet. After all that hollering and screaming, girl, you go outside, wrap your hands around Barbara, throw your legs in her lap like a fucking child. You just got done fussing and arguing and screaming about her treating you like a child, and that is what you acted like. I said, ain't that about a bitch? I said, Elizabeth, girl, sit your ass down. But what I can't wait, what I want to know is when these tapes gonna be released of Joy cussing Megan McCain the fuck out behind the scenes. Because I know Joy be cussing that bitch out. I know Joy do. Because I keep telling y'all, I read an article a few months ago. I'm gonna try to find that article where they were saying how one day when Megan had snapped on Joy, and Joy basically was like, y'all need to get this bitch under control. They said that's exactly what Joy said. And I said, bitch, I believe it. Bitch, I believe it. Girl, I don't know who the fuck, don't know who the fuck Megan think that. Well, I know who they think they are. They rich white women, okay? Shout out to the rich white women that watch my videos. I know some of my subscribers are white women. Hey y'all. Thank y'all for watching my video and not getting offended when I talk about white bitches. Because I talk about white bitches and black bitches and niggas and gay niggas, and I talk about myself too. So, I mean, girl, everybody can get it over here. They read me sometimes in the comment section. I read some of them back, and girl, we going by our business. We all grown. Ain't nobody disrespecting nobody over here. Okay? Well, sometimes I do say, okay, yeah, sometimes I do. But for the most part, we not disrespecting each other, okay? Girl, I'm trying to stay in the lane that's not that bumpy, but this bitch is driving slow as fuck. Anyways, what else? Oh, Dawn. I'm gonna make a separate video on this, but girl, y'all know Dawn got engaged to a white man, child. Ooh. And I'm not gonna lie, I understood what people were asking in the comment section. They were legit. Like I said, I have no problem. It's one thing with some of y'all, you know, when y'all Bible thumpers start going left field, okay. But some of y'all really do be having some legitimate questions. I'll be like, okay, I can see why you say that. Like when people say something like, how you and we've had this conversation before, how the fuck you pro-black, but you got a white bitch laying in your goddamn bed? Girl, that's a good question to me. And I remember we had this conversation before, and some of y'all were like, you can be pro-black and date outside your race. And some of y'all was like, no, bitch, you can't be pro-black and date outside your race. Ain't no way you gonna say you pro-black and you lay beside a white bitch. I understood what both of y'all were saying. Like, I understood what both sides were saying, because I don't know. I'm gonna have to make a separate video, because girl, I have so much to say about that. Girl. Anyways. Did y'all understand what I was saying about Kodak Black? Like, I wasn't trying to disrespect Nipsey Hussle or Lauren London. And I damn sure wasn't agreeing with Kodak Black. I was just simply saying that is this where we starting at, basically? Like, or why are we starting right now? Like, I understand, you know, it's better to start than not to start, but like at some point it's like, girl, why did it take for him to say I want to sleep with Lauren London a year from now, or I want to I'm gonna wait a year after, wait a year after this whole thing is, settles down, or whatever that nigga was saying. I'm sorry, I'm trying to concentrate on the road and shit. Hold on, let me get my thoughts together. When Kodak Black was saying that he was gonna wait a year before he tried to make his move on Lauren London, and we all pretty much agreed and said that was disrespectful. That would be disrespectful even if it wasn't Lauren London. But why is it that this nigga can go around and disrespect woman on top of woman on top of woman on top of woman on top of woman, have a alleged rape case? Well, it's not. It's a rape case, but we don't know if he really did it. So we said alleged rape. Now y'all, I ain't talking about that no more. I'm not talking about that no more. What else we can talk about? What else? What else? I wanted to make a video for Zion, Gabrielle Union's son. Just something just a little positive video that if he ever ran across, I think I am, because I wish somebody would have did the same thing for us black gay men. when we were younger and going through the struggles of sexuality. Just to let him know that, you know, girl, when you have the support of your mother and your father and your family behind you, bitch, you can take over the fucking world. It's already bad enough that, you know, you already got the niggas against you when they find out you gay. You could be everything but gay, bitch. 5 baby daddies, 5 baby mamas, a big dope dealer, bitch. All that, girl. Trifling ass pastor. But girl, as soon as you gay though, bitch, that's what shit come to an end. But it's just amazing how I just believe that little boy's life is gonna be so like, he's gonna have the time of his life. Do you hear me? Just the simple fact that he can be himself at 11 years old, like a lot of us were bottled in. Don't know what's going on because y'all all telling me that I'm supposed to like Lil Keisha, but I ain't looking at Lil Keisha, I'm looking at Lil Kevin. Why am I looking at Lil Kevin? Why am I looking at Lil Kevin? But I can't tell y'all because I'm scared if I tell y'all, y'all gonna beat my ass. And the simple fact that he could just even have those type of conversations with his black ass daddy and his black ass mama, and they support him. I'm not saying that they probably were they weren't confused at first, but the simple fact that they support, like it we don't know. But we do know that they support him. And I love it. I absolutely love it. It makes me really want to cry. It really, really does. Oh, I'm about to cry. No, I'm not. Oh! Oh, I want to cry. You know, I don't really believe in crying on camera. It really, and like, I'm not, and as messy as I am, and you know, like, it really, like, when I saw those pictures, my sister was one of my other sisters. I have 2 sisters. My sister was the one who tagged me in the photos. I didn't even see them until my sister tagged me, and I literally almost bust out. Like, I was just so happy for that little boy. People don't be understanding, girl. That shit is real. It is real when you are dealing with that shit. And then everybody just want to like, ugh. I don't want to talk about them. I'm about to get upset. So, grandma almost at work. Oh, child. I hope this video turned out all right. Because I know the roads is a little bumpy. And I don't have I need to get a camera thing that you put on a window. You know what I'm trying to talk. You know what I'm saying. Ooh, child. Did I tell you about the time? Did I tell y'all about the time we thought somebody was shooting in our store? Bitch, we was running, ho. Girl, I'm about to tell y'all that story, girl. Girl, when I tell you, bitch, I was halfway home, bitch. I live about 8 miles from my job. Bitch, the way I took off running, bitch, out that goddamn store, honey. Yes, ma'am. Y'all know I used to run track back in the day. Bitch, I was not playing no games in that goddamn store. Baby, I heard somebody say, they shooting. Bitch, all I saw bitches running, dropping bags. Bitch, I saw her flying. Bitch, I was gone. I said, oh, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. Ooh, child. All right, y'all. I'm done. I ain't got nothing else to talk about. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to start. We gonna talk about Ed Buck, because I know y'all like, this motherfucker told us about 3 weeks ago he was gonna talk about Ed Buck, and the nigga ain't mentioned shit. We gotta talk about Ed Buck. We gotta talk about Chick-fil-A. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna post those videos tomorrow. All right, y'all, bye. I'm at work. Well, I guess y'all can wait till I get to my parking spot. Girl, this white boy at my job. This white boy is so cute. And he actually funny as fuck too. On some, like, that's the thing. He funny. He white and he funny. Girl, I be cracking up sometimes. I be like, how you cute and you white and you funny? Smell. Girl, they be talking about park on the 5th floor. Girl, I'm not parking on no goddamn 5th floor. Y'all know how many people that got robbed at this goddamn Galleria? Girl, bye. Girl, I park right in front of this door. Right in front of the door. Okay? Because when I walk out at 11 o'clock at night, it don't be no cars in this parking lot. Except for me and probably one of my co-workers. No, ma'am. All right, bye, y'all.